Panthers, I'm proud of you. Great job on the map test. Keep it up, okay? I was a teacher at Centerville Elementary. I was actually blessed to become APD between Morningside and Tucker, and did that for 3 years. And then the position of API became available, and I was API here at Morningside for 4 years. I was appointed principal at Morningside Elementary 2018. The one thing I bring is the ability to establish relationships with students, parents, and the faculty. I think relationships are extremely important, and without them, there is no success. I want students to understand that it doesn't matter how they begin, it's all about how they finish. And I think I have the skill set and tenacity to push them to greater success. I love to shop and spend time with my family. You know, that's what's most important, and my church. You know, those are the three things that are important in my life: my family, my church, and shopping.
What do you like the best? What would you rather work with? I started off as an elementary PE teacher. Did that for several years. Then I branched out and went to special ed in the high school level. I became assistant principal at Warner Robins High for several years, and then I got my dream job, Warner Robins Middle School principal, in 2012. I've been told that the unique personal qualities that I brought to Warner Robins Middle School was building a team and building a family-type atmosphere, good school spirit, good climate, being accepting and understanding, but always keeping expectations high. Warner Robins Middle School is the best because it's been here since 1970. And since 1970, there's been an attitude and atmosphere of excellence, with the understanding that middle schoolers are going through a big change in their life. They're growing, they make mistakes. Teachers here never give up on them. They push them, they challenge them, they keep the expectations high, and ultimately we produce students who are ready for success in high school. My wife and I spend most of our time taking kids to activities and watching them participate in sports and other activities. So I like to play golf and like to be outside, but most of the time it's spent here watching Warner Robins Middle School Warriors participate and win.
Athletes to get acclimatized to the being above sea level. I started here at Phagan Mill Middle School as a 7th grade language arts teacher. Over the course of those next 6 years, I taught 6th, 7th, and 8th grade here at Phagan Mill with the courses of social studies and language arts. At that point, I moved on to become athletic director here at Phagan Mill Middle School, served in the role for Phagan Mill and another school for 12 years as athletic director before I moved on to administration with my alma mater as APD at Warner Robins High School. And in May of 2019, they named me principal of Phagan Mill Middle School. Well, for me, I'm a person that just looks at the positive for everything. I love coming to work every day. I love working with our teachers, staff, students. I believe in our teachers. I work really hard to build relationships with teachers, the staff, the students, and parents, because what I want them to understand is I don't want them to just know who I am, but I want them to know that I truly care and want what's best for them and their child. We are truly a neighborhood school. If you look at our zone, we are the smallest school zone because we are just packed around with neighborhoods. The majority of our kids are within walking distance of our school, and that truly makes us unique. Our mission here at Phagan Mill is to ensure the success of all students so that they can excel in the future. But in addition to that, what we want is our students to look forward to coming to Phagan Mill, to working with our teachers. We want them to understand that they're going to be challenged academically, and we're going to help them grow to be the best that they can be. I love to do anything with my family. If you look around my office, you see photos of my family. I'm married to Amy Sams. We've been married for over 30 years. I have 2 children, both of them married. Shane Sams is the head coach of Centennial High School in Roswell, Georgia. And my daughter Allison is working on her doctorate to be a veterinarian at Auburn University. I have 1 grandson, Barrett, so we're real excited. I love to fish. I love being on a boat in the middle of a lake, the peacefulness it brings, the enjoyment of just being on the lake, enjoying nature. And like I said before, just really love my family.
Tell me about the third quartile.
I've been in Houston County all my career. I have a degree in biology. If you had asked me many years ago would I be in education, my answer would have been no. But after I got married and moved to Houston County, and I started subbing, and I did a long-term sub, and the principal at that time was Mr. Frank Brown, asked me would I be interested in teaching, and the rest is history, and I totally fell in love with it. My quality is caring. You know, we hear the cliche, people don't care how much you know till they know how much you truly care. And that's with anyone that works in this building, and I call them all of my kids because they are my students and they are my kids when they walk through this door. I do care about each one of them, and I want them to be successful. We have a family atmosphere here. When we get our babies, we take them and get them ready for high school. And our babies here know that we have high expectations for them. They're great expectations, and they live up to those expectations. I want learning to be fun, learning to be engaging, where you just feel excellence in everything that we do. Well, I don't get into free time after work. That's why I get up very early in the morning before 4 o'clock and try to be at the gym at 4:30 a.m. I love to take long walks and being with my family.
Were you recently injured in a car?
Student of the month is, we're going to announce this on 1st.
Okay.
I'm a 92 graduate of Northside High School. So I started into the system actually in 1989 when I walked into Northside High School for the first time as a 10th grader. Worked 1 year at a private school outside of Houston County, and then the next year got an opportunity to go to Northside and teach there. Got to coach basketball, teach, and then got the opportunity to be the assistant principal, then got the chance to come be the principal at Thompson Middle School. It's been exciting since. For me, it's the people in the building are amazing. I have a building full of fabulous teachers. My goal is for every student to walk out of here socially, emotionally ready. I'm married and I have 4 children. Something else that I do for fun is Friday nights I am the PA announcer for the Northside Eagles football team. And that I do just because I love it. That's kind of one of those fun things that I get to do. It's that, and watch my wife ride horses. Enjoy just being her supporter because she supported me for years as a basketball coach.
Yeah, you're good. You're doing good. Keep going. Yeah. I started my career in Houston County in 1994. At Perry Middle School, and then I moved to Perry High School, and then I moved to Houston County High School. I was at Houston County High School for 5 years, and then I moved to Mossy Creek in June of 2007. That's when we opened. This was a brand new school. I was the assistant principal for 5 years, and then in 2012 I became the principal here at Mossy Creek. I'm big on family. Make sure that people take care of their families. Happy teachers make good teachers, and so we're big on family here, and I think that's a quality that I bring that really makes Mossy Creek stand out. And I think that family culture really drives everything that we do in our school. It's the people in the classrooms and the people in our community that make our school such a great school. I try to lend an ear to everybody that wants to talk to me, whether it be a teacher or a student or a family or a community person that comes in. I really try to listen. The middle school years are really a time for kids to learn how to learn. And so student learning is the most important thing that we have in our school. We want everything that goes on here to drive that. And so we really have that conversation with parents and with teachers about let's make sure kids are learning. There's a big difference between just the teaching aspect and the learning aspect. Our kids are our hobby. We really try to spend a lot of time with our kids. We don't miss baseball games, and so we travel all over the Southeast watching my son play and make as many trips to Athens as we can to see my daughter, and they're very involved. But I also love to hunt. Duck hunting is my favorite thing to do, and I love to do that with my son and my father-in-law, and that's where I get my relief. My favorite thing is to see my son kill a duck and see my dog go retrieve it, and me to get to be a part of that.
Did y'all have a good weekend? Yes, sir. All right, good deal. I started in the county in 2003 at Houston County High School. I began as a special education teacher there. I worked there 9 years. And in 2012, Mr. Mundy chose me to be an assistant principal at Warner Robins High School. I served there for 5 years. I was chosen to be the next principal at Perry Middle School. Told my faculty and staff that there hasn't been a day yet that I've gone home and regretted taking this job. It's been a wonderful experience here. I have great teachers in this building. They do a dynamic job in the classroom every day. So it's very important to me that I let them do their job. I'm a very focused person, and you know, when I got here, everybody told me the teachers, the students, they're going to follow your lead. So I took pride in providing that vision and that focus, which is on the students, and making sure they have a safe learning environment, making sure that we provide them everything they need to grow. And I can't speak enough about how supportive the parents and the community members have been here at Perry Middle School. So the people, all the stakeholders in general, just make this school a great place. I came from a high school, so it was important to me to make sure that I prepare every 8th grader that walks out of this door for high school. I want to make sure they're prepared to be successful and prepared to be a well-rounded student. And that starts in 6th grade. We encourage extracurricular activities, CTAE, fine arts, clubs, athletics. There's something here that you can form a bond with that can make you enjoy school even more, and we want to make sure that the students understand that. There's more to Perry Middle than just academics. I have a wonderful wife. Her name is Stephanie. She works at the Career Academy. We have 3 small boys. Their interests are our interests, and we like it that way. We wouldn't have it any other way. I grew up hunting and fishing and spending time outdoors, so whenever I do get a moment, I try to grab 1, 2, or 3 of my boys and take them with me. I also like to, believe it or not, work in the yard, but I do enjoy spending time outdoors.
The time is now 6:44. It's Friday, so we are celebrating a school right here in the heart of Georgia. You know, it's the start of the Georgia National Fair as well, so we're celebrating a school that's doing big things for the fair this week. Our morning reporter TJ Anthony joins us live from the fairgrounds in beautiful Perry. Good morning, TJ. I'm looking forward to this story, bud.
Good morning. Look, that is absolutely right. We are in Paradise right now, of course, live at the Georgia National Fair. I'm joined with the ag teacher at Perry High School, the school we're celebrating for this week's School of the Week. Talk about what this means for you all.
So this fair is in our hometown, and we tell our kids that this is their fair. It's their time to shine for their community and their town, and really just show off their projects and really just bring a really good name to our school and our community.
And then not only that, a bunch of schools come together to show off their animals. How is the competition, though? The
competition is really deep. There are a lot of animals that come from all over the state. They travel far and wide, and it takes a long time to get here and lots of hours. And they start back in February with these projects, and this is kind of the Super Bowl, and they bring out all the stops for this show right here.
You heard it first. It's the Super Bowl. Check out this package right now.
We show a whole bunch of different animals like pigs, cows. We've had goats before, and I think maybe lambs.
Third-year Perry High School student Macy McDermott, along with many of her classmates, are preparing their animals for this year's Georgia National Fair.
Honestly, I love the experience. You don't realize how many people don't know that we show cows. They have no idea. Some people don't even know what they are.
Before the event, students prep the animals by clipping their hair, measuring their food, and organizing other things for the show animals. So there's a lot to learn.
They learn time management. They learn how to care for another living being. Also, it also teaches them how to manage their money, because they have to work with a budget with these animals. The animals certainly cost money, and so does the feed and entries into the show. And it teaches them to work as a group also and as a team.
Perry High School has won many awards at years past fairs, and this year they are still celebrating.
We have the most head of cattle here. We have around 44, 45 head out of around 900 that are here, and that's a huge point of pride to us.
Pride that many of the students and teachers have for the animals they put hard work into. One of them may even get their hands on a prize.
I want the belt buckle, but with the money I can buy feed and supplies for my calf.
We also love to have every student that we can involved in agriculture, and this is a great way to get them involved here.
And Jacob, talk about what your animal means to you.
This cow, she means a lot to me. I've worked hard on her, putting her hair right, feeding her right, and doing everything to just get ready for the fairgrounds.
And we're gonna actually get a little closer so you can see Hattie, see what a beauty she is, see what all Jacob did to get her ready for this fair. And talk about kind of what shows she's gonna be showcased in.
She's gonna be showed in Commercial Heifer.
And what does she mean to you? Like, how do you feel about her? Because you told me you have loves for this cow.
This cow means the world to me. Like, whenever we got to give her back, I don't want to. I just want to buy her from them just to keep her as a pet, because this cow right here has made a difference in me.
Awesome, awesome. And then this is the ag teacher also with us at Perry High School. Talk about what these animals mean to these students. How do they feel about their animals that they work so hard to get prepared for?
So the Beef Project is different than anything else we do because they have these projects for so long. They create a really strong bond. It teaches these students the responsibility of caring for something long term. And so a lot of these students will get rid of a calf at the end of the show season. Within 2 weeks have another one. So that's kind of a struggle for them, getting rid of the old and having a new one, but also starts that bond process back over. So it's a really great thing for our students.
Awesome, awesome. And then the animals you saw in the package, you will see at the show actually. So you need to come out here, check out this fair. There's food, funnel cakes, and animals. What more can you ask for? Back to you, Wanya, in the studio.
Alrighty then. Thank you so much, TJ, for that report. And TJ is also going to be live throughout the cut-ins this morning, so we're going to be checking in with him a lot more throughout the morning.